The air in the prison was thick with a particular kind of dread, a suffocating silence broken only by the metallic clang of cell doors and the muffled whispers of men condemned. But for some, the dread was sharper, the fear a tangible presence. They knew his name, whispered with a mixture of terror and perhaps a morbid kind of respect. Robert Maudsley, the man who walked among them, a ghost in the concrete halls, a silent judge, jury, and executioner. This is his story, a story born in darkness, steeped in violence, and stained with the chilling question of justice itself. The details of Robert John Maudsley's early life are murky, lost in the shadows of a troubled childhood. Born in 1953, he was a product of a broken home, subjected to abuse and neglect. This early trauma cast a long shadow, warping his perception of the world, setting the stage for the horrors to come. He was a young man when he first encountered the criminal justice system. His first known conviction was for grievous bodily harm, a harbinger of the violence that would define his life. But this was just the opening act. The stage was set for a descent into a darkness that few can comprehend. The late 1970s were a turning point, a point of no return. Maudsley's criminal activity escalated. He was convicted of the murder of John Farrell, a man he met while working at a hotel. He claimed self-defense, arguing that Farrell had made unwanted sexual advances, but the evidence was compelling enough to earn him a life sentence. Shortly after, he was also convicted for the murder of David Francis, a fellow inmate at HMP Wakefield. The circumstances of Francis's murder were particularly gruesome. Maudsley tortured and killed him, reportedly using a makeshift weapon crafted from a spoon. The grim reality of this act, carried out in the supposed sanctuary of a prison cell, sent shockwaves through the already hardened population of Wakefield, a fortress-like institution known for housing some of the country's most dangerous offenders. Maudsley's time inside was a descent into a nightmare of his own making. He quickly became a legend within the prison system. His victims were not random. They were men who, like him, were convicted of serious crimes. His choices were meticulously calculated, his actions those of a man who believed himself to be enacting a twisted form of justice. He chose his victims, stalked them, and then, with a chilling precision, took their lives. The motivation was clear. Maudsley targeted men he deemed deserving of death, those who had committed the very crimes that had inflicted so much pain on him and others, though how deep his pain went, only he truly knew. The chilling accounts suggested he saw himself as a cleansing force, eliminating those who had preyed on the vulnerable within the very system meant to contain them. The legal proceedings that followed were equally complex. Maudsley's defense team struggled to portray him, not as a monster, but as a product of his environment, shaped by a violent past. The trials that followed were stark reminders of the crimes and the men that were killed in their cells. The trials provided a glimpse into his mindset, a chilling insight into the depths of his rage and his warped sense of morality. In each case, Maudsley maintained a steely demeanor, rarely showing emotion, presenting himself as a man beyond the reach of empathy. Each conviction added years to his sentence, solidifying his position within the walls of the prison system. The courtroom atmosphere was invariably heavy, filled with a palpable tension as prosecutors laid bare the brutal details and defense attorneys attempted to navigate the complex terrain of mental health and culpability. It was after these events that Maudsley was labeled the most dangerous prisoner in Britain. Confined to a specially designed cell within Wakefield Prison, he spends nearly all of his time in isolation. The cell, known as the glass cage, is a testament to the extreme measures taken to contain him. He is kept in solitary confinement, a perpetual prisoner within a prison. It's a stark reminder of the gravity of his crimes and the risk he continues to pose. His existence is one of complete isolation, a consequence for the lives he took and a testament to his status as a permanent threat. The cold, sterile environment of his specially constructed containment unit became his entire world, a stark contrast to the confined yet communal existence of the general prison population. The sheer physicality of his imprisonment, the layers of security, and the constant vigilance of guards underscored the unique terror he inspired. The phrase 524 days echoes with a profound significance within this dark narrative, symbolizing the relentless passage of time. 524 days represents the extraordinary duration of his confinement. For Maudsley, 524 days means a period of intense isolation and an existence circumscribed by the four walls of his cell. Within the context of his life sentence, 524 days is merely a fraction of his total incarceration, highlighting his continued confinement. It's a reminder of the profound impact of his actions, the price he has paid and continues to pay. It can also be seen as a measure of the fear that continues to cast its shadow, as it's a time frame that the prison system is managing a man capable of extraordinary acts of violence. It stands as a constant reminder of the crimes he committed, the lives he took, and the permanent consequences of his actions. The specificity of this number, 524 days, suggests a period of particular intensity, perhaps a phase of heightened security, a judicial review, or simply a poignant marker in the long, unyielding span of his imprisonment. The impact of Robert Maudsley's crimes extends far beyond the prison walls. His story has become a chilling case study in criminal psychology, a window into the darkness that can reside within the human psyche. His story has become the subject of documentaries, books, and articles, fueling a morbid fascination with his actions. His story has also sparked intense debate about justice, punishment, and the nature of evil. It has prompted discussions about the prison system, the treatment of inmates, and the need for effective rehabilitation programs. The families of the victims, and those of the surviving inmates, live with the scars of his actions, their lives forever altered by his presence. The enduring public fascination with Maudsley speaks to a primal human curiosity about the extreme edges of behavior, the allure of the forbidden, and the profound questions about morality that his existence forces us to confront. Maudsley's story serves as a chilling reminder of the darkest aspects of human nature. He embodies the potential for violence, the capacity for cruelty, and the seductive allure of vengeance. His crimes challenge our understanding of good and evil, blurring the lines between victim and perpetrator. It reminds us that the capacity for darkness lies within us all. While his actions are abhorrent, his story compels us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world around us. The complex questions raised by his actions have no easy answers. In a world that craves simple narratives, Robert Maudsley refuses to be categorized. He is a paradox, a figure of immense violence, and, paradoxically, one of deep pain. He is a product of his environment, a creation of a broken system. He is a warning, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the potential for darkness that lies dormant within the human heart. Robert Maudsley's story will continue to be told, a haunting echo within the walls of the prison system. His story will endure, forcing us to confront the shadows that lurk within us all, demanding that we look and never forget. The grim confines of his existence, a stark monument to his deeds, serve as a perpetual reminder of the human capacity for both profound darkness and the enduring struggle for understanding in the face of incomprehensible acts.